of the show. So into the Major League Baseball, Arrieta finally signs a 3-year deal with the Phillies, I believe at $25 million a year for 3 years. We asked that question a few weeks ago.
A lot of weeks ago, like
yeah, it probably was a long time ago.
2.5 months ago.
Joe went back to the video, and we asked who's going to go where, and Arrieta was one of them. I did think back then that the Phillies were a great choice. Didn't know they would do it, but I thought they were the right choice for Arrieta. One, they had the money. Two, they're an up-and-coming team with some really young, great pitchers. I thought Arrieta could be a great lead for those guys coming into the next few years. And also, next year, the Phillies with Hoskins and some young talent, Nola, the Phillies are on the verge of turning this thing around. And with the free agents that are available next year, Machado and Harper and Donaldson and others, they have a lot of room in the cap to now have Arrieta, Nola, some more young pitching, and then have Hoskins and go out and pick up some superstars next year. So they're on the verge of turning it around. Arrieta was a great choice. What do you guys think?
I think the Phillies are better than the Mets now.
You are crazy.
Phillies better than the Mets.
Crazy.
I think the Phillies will be in second place this year, and the Mets will come in third.
That's your sleeper?
In the NL East.
I almost Manny Pacquiao'd you with that comment. That is
obviously the Mets fan.
That was the worst.
Sorry to be
I've
realistic, buddy. But
all
the
of a
Mets
sudden,
are garbage.
So if Jake Arrieta and Noah Syndergaard are going head to head, you think the Phillies are going to hit Syndergaard? No. The Mets have a good enough. The Mets have a good enough lineup to hit Jake Arrieta, and they proved to hit him in the past.
That's true.
The Mets are garbage, son.
I think the Mets are happy.
The Mets beat the Cubs 2 years ago. The Mets beat the Cubs 2 years ago with Arrieta. So you're right, in the playoffs. They beat them 4-1 to go to the World Series. I think you're right, Angel. But I do think it makes Philly tougher in that division. I think Arrieta coming in, I think that they definitely are right there going to push the Mets to be who's the second team.
I think the Mets are still mediocre.
I will say I am glad that the Phillies got Jake Arrieta and not the Nationals.
The Nationals?
Because if the Nationals got Jake Arrieta, they would have been a problem. They would have been the Dodgers of this season, probably.
Better than the Dodgers.
Better than the Dodgers. Their starting pitching would have been unbelievable.
Jay Ham, my boy Jay, he's an Atlanta. I don't know how he became an Atlanta Braves fan, but I think that's the Braves had their own station up in New Jersey. So as a kid, he got stuck watching them. But he thinks that they should trade some young arms for Archer, and he believes they are not far off. They got Albies coming up, and the kid Acuna. Acuna's a stud.
Acuna is a stud. But
he's going to be very good.
The Braves are.
Harry said
I think
Philly has a new manager too. So
I think Archer gets traded to the Brewers.
And I think you're drunk.
Who do you think?
I think Archer gets traded to the Brewers.
Archer goes to the Brewers. Brewers do need pitching.
Yes.
I don't think the Brewers are going to be as good as they were last year.
James Peace asks, here's a question. Turning this around, what do you guys think about Boone considering playing Judge as the leadoff hitter?
I would.
Creative.
It is creative. He'll see more fastballs. I think.
I don't think it's like
I don't like it.
Idea.
I don't like it either because his RBIs will go down dramatically.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I think the Yankees lineup should be Gardner, Judge. I think they need to put Didi third, and I think they need to make Stanton fourth. Sanchez, and then Bird or Sanchez, depending on righty lefty. Right. So when you have obviously a lefty, you can now move those guys back and forth. So in the first 4 or 5, I believe you need Didi or you need even Bird third. So depending on how those guys hit, but I think Didi has proved himself to be worthy enough to hit in the middle line. They had him there last year and he did really well. So I think breaking up the righty-lefty, breaking up those two righties, put Didi at 3 because Didi seeing more fastballs is going to help. If Didi sees more fastballs with Stanton behind him, he's going to hit more home runs.
I think Jay just said that Freddie Freeman in a 160 game season is the best first baseman in baseball.
An MVP candidate.
Freddie Freeman can be.
He can be.
He can be an MVP candidate. I like Freddie Freeman a lot. He's almost similar to.
Don't throw Freddie Freeman up.
He's almost similar to Joey Votto.
Best first
very
baseman
patient
in baseball though.
Hits bombs,
Best
hit for
first
average.
baseman
I think Votto's the first base.
No,
he has to prove it.
I
first.
think Goldschmidt's the best first baseman
yes,
in baseball.
I mean, he has to prove it first.
So
I mean,
Goldschmidt is the best first baseman, hitting wise. He can hit. He has on base percentage. He hits for homers, and he'll steal you 15 to 20 bases as a first baseman.
I mean, we can sit up here and predict all day who's the best first baseman.
Yeah,
baseball.
first
Until they
baseman's a big
do it,
challenge.
it's like
right, and it's
all
easy
talk.
to predict that, but I think
definitely
again,
top 5. Though.
I think Goldschmidt is one,
Maybe 2.
and Freeman is in the top 3, maybe top 4 first baseman, but definitely Goldschmidt is easily right now on top until somebody proves differently or shows a couple of years of consistency like he has.
I mean, let's just
So going down, let's break down the AL East this year. We're going to start doing some breakdowns in divisions. We're going to go down to AL East today, and we'll finish up with that. So I know you got some Mets and some Braves and Phillies fans. Maybe we should go into the NL East with those guys.
good if you wanted to.
Let's go and we'll talk NL East. Since we see Jay's a Braves fan, Harry's a Philly fan. I believe Gabi's on here. He's a Mets fan, and we have Angel here who's a Mets fan. So we got three team divisions right in the same division with the Nats. Do you guys think any team is gonna compete with the Nats, or are they just gonna be wild card candidates?
Wild card candidates all day long. I mean, maybe wild card candidates because there's so many good teams in the National League and in that NL West that it makes you think like, I don't know about the NL East because do they really have the record? It really comes down to schedule because like who do you play in the schedule?
Yeah.
And considering the NL East has the Marlins in it, I mean it used to be the Marlins and the Phillies, but the Phillies are obviously getting better. So considering that they play the Marlins 18 games a year, right?
And they look like, see, the Marlins, they had a set, right? They had a fire sale, but if you look at the Marlins lineup,
Don't start.
no, I'm serious. If you go look at the Marlins lineup, you're gonna say, I'm not saying they're gonna compete and be at the top. I'm just saying they're gonna win some games. They're not just gonna be someone that they're gonna run over every game. That's not gonna happen.
There's never been.
They're in the big league for a reason.
There's never been an 0
Yeah.
162,
No.
so I hope they win some games. So.
But I'm just saying they're gonna make it tough, especially in the division because they're division games. So, how many games do you? Let's go. What's your prediction? 1 through. Go through the whole division. What do you obviously you see the Nats first. You think
Nationals,
the Phillies are gonna be 2?
Nationals, Phillies, Mets, Braves, Marlins. Easy. That's easy. That's what it's gonna be at the end of the year. That's easy.
That is ridiculous.
I think the Mets win 82 games this year.
All right. So you think it's the
Wow.
Phillies 2, Mets 3 is what
So
you're saying.
you think the Mets are going 82 and 80?
All right.
Is that what you're
So
saying?
Yeah.
Jay Ham
That's
says
pretty
Braves.
good. Should've
The
said
Braves
less.
season. He says the Braves season revolves around if Swanson can live up to the hype. Harry
So sad,
says.
Dan.
Not high on Swanson
Harry
right
says
now.
wild card. No team can compete with the Nats in the East right now. Maybe in a year or so. Jay Ham says Mets have no bats. Gabi says Mets need to beat the Nats in head-to-head matchups in
Better
order
bats
to
than
win the
last year.
division, or they'll be wild card
Probably get you last
contenders.
year.
Harry says 100% Joe.
I think I gave you 10.
Harry likes your prediction of the Phillies on
Listen,
top of the
the
Mets.
Angel's mad. I gave them 10 more wins than they won last year. He's mad at me for
Did the
making
Mets
that
win
prediction.
72 last
They
year?
went 72 and 90. Okay,
I gave them 10 more games.
All
They
right,
made
you
enough
stop
predictions
now.
to win 10 games.
You stop now, okay? You stop now.
And he's mad at me for that.
I am not saying the Mets are going to win the East. I am not saying that. The Nationals are too good. I'm predicting the Nationals win 97 games this year.
That's a lot of games.
97. That's what I'm predicting right now.
97.
97 and like 60.
Nats win
Five.
97 games.
65, yeah.
97 and 65. That's what I'm predicting the Mets. The Mets will be the first place wild card team. They will be the first place wild card team. They will win 87 games this
All
year.
right, let's wrap it up. The
They'll be
winners of
10
the National
they'll
League
be
wild
10
card had
they'll-
over 90 games last year.
So
you're
Angel,
saying-
give me your
Nope,
top
nope.
4, Angel. Give me your
Okay.
your prediction in order.
Crazy.
All right, top 4. I'm going Nats, Mets, Phillies, Braves, Marlins. That's where I'm going. Phillies. I'll give the Phillies 80 games.
Who's the Mets' second best hitter would probably be Jay Bruce.
That makes me laugh.
Is that
That's
their
like
second
He
best
hits
hitter?
over 30 home runs a year.
He had a great year
Maybe.
last year.
What do you mean
Bruce,
maybe?
don't-
Every
don't-
year.
Maybe this year, maybe.
No, don't
Every
sleep
year
on
he's
Jay
30
Bruce.
home
Okay, so you're saying
Jay
that
Bruce had a
Jay
good year
Bruce
last year.
hits over 30 home runs. I'm going to write that down, and at the
Write it
end of
down.
the year, he's going to have 30 home runs.
He'll have
You
30.
are so confident
He'll
in that
have
pick.
32 home runs by the end of the year. Write it down.
32?
All right,
32.
Here's Harry's predictions. Nats 97 wins. Phillies
That's what
85.
I said.
Mets 83. Braves 75. Marlins 21.
All right, I don't think that's bad. I think the Marlins win. I think the Marlins win like
50
69
games.
games.
I'm saying 50
69.
games.
They win 69 games.
Tebow's the third
Tebow is
best.
the third best hitter. Jay says.
Tebow will be in the big leagues at the end of the season when they make it to the
We've
playoffs.
talked Tebow before. I believe the Nats will win the division. I do think now that the Phillies make it tough, and the Mets and Phillies will go head to head and clash in some games. It'll be fun, but I do think that the Mets still have better depth in pitching. They have more starters. They have a better bullpen, and hitting. It's a matter of staying healthy. If Cespedes stays healthy, he can carry the team. So the Mets will be the number 2 team. Sorry, Harry. Phillies will be 3. Atlanta will be 4. Miami
That's what I
will
said.
win 70 games, not 21.
Ooh. I said 69.
Yeah,
Marlins
right.
will win 7.
In what world are
I
they
said
going
69.
70 games? They're going to have...
Here's
I'm predicting that the Marlins are going to have the worst...
James P said
Regular
Angel is the Mets' second best hitter.
hey, I wouldn't doubt it. No, I'm just messing.
Listen.
Jay Ham said Omar Minaya is the 4th best.
Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla is
Bobby
their-
Bonilla is still getting paid $1 million a year by the Mets.
Oh man, this is too
He
funny.
retired over 20 years ago.
But
And he's still going to be paid till like
You know,
2057 or something.
we again, guys, for everyone who's joining us, we're going to keep throwing it out. Again, family chats, thanks for joining us. We're going to have a bracket challenge. Go on to our Family Chats Facebook page. Join and click on the ESPN link. Join our Family Chats bracket challenge for the NCAA College Basketball Tournament.
He'll share it.
We're going to have fun with it. We'll all share. I'll share it on my page afterwards.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction. The Marlins are going to have the worst regular season record in MLB history.
Whoa.
What is that?
What is
Who's
the-
had
what is the
worst?
worst?
No idea, but the
I
Marlins are
think
going to
teams.
beat that.
I think teams have won like 50 something games.
Oh yeah, I can see them losing.
Only. I think they've only. I'm pretty sure there's a team that's lost over 120 games.
I can see it happening. They're pretty garbage, bro.
All right. Here's the reason why I say the Mets will be a wild card, because you said the NL West is so strong, but those guys got to play each other the most in those
It
divisions.
didn't hurt them last year. It's when they
It
won
didn't.
90
But
something games.
only three teams made it in that division. 2 of them were wild card.
1960.
Exactly, bro.
Well,
Three
how-
teams
So how
made
are
it last year
how
from
are
the same
4?
division.
So you're telling me you think the Giants are gonna make the playoffs?
I do think the Giants can
So
make
you're,
the playoffs.
so you're
this
saying
year.
that 4 teams from the same division are gonna
are
make
are
the playoffs?
better. I do think 4 teams in that division.
They might be
3.
better, but
I'd
they're
say
not gonna
3.
make the playoffs
I
because
say
they play
3.
each other so much.
No, I say 4 teams are better than the Mets right now.
Okay, I could agree on that, but they play each other constantly. They're gonna play each other the
They're
It
gonna-
most.
did
they're
affect
gonna-
them last
no,
year,
it's
so I
true.
don't think it affects them this year.
They're going to beat each other up, but I
They're
agree with Joe. Last year didn't do anything. They all
Obviously,
mostly
3
had-
teams won 90 games
90
last year,
games.
so
But
it's like
then you look at the Giants. They had the worst record in the league.
All right, here's
Perfect.
And
here's,
so
the,
did
better.
here's the real quick. Here's the top 10 worst
no, just give the
teams.
first one. Just give the first.
Let's give the first
worst
one.
record.
The worst record of all time. 20 wins by the Cleveland Spiders in 1899. That's way too long.
That's way too long.
Let's
All
go.
right,
Let's
give
go
a
back
recent
to the
Yeah, go to
most
the most
recent.
recent.
Hold on. Most recent, the 1962 Mets at 40,
That was their
and-
first year of existence.
and that was a 6. That were number 6 worst, and the 10th, the 2003 Detroit Tigers
Tigers.
won 43 games. It was 43 and 119.
I don't
So-
think the Marlins do as bad as that.
I don't think the
That's
Marlins.
bad.
I don't know. I say 47 wins.
I say
They're going to be on this list, but
I don't think so. Jay Ham, last comment from you before we call it a day. He says
That's it.
NCR
we're not even done yet.
Freeman, Albies, Markakis, Acuna, way better lineup than the Mets.
You just said Markakis, man. Get out of here with that.
Yeah, Markakis just threw me off there too, so I don't know about that, but we'll see.
All right, but let's before
Let's go to the
we're
NL East.
done. No, we'll just do the NL East.
Yeah, we'll finish
Who
off
is
here.
the sleeper team in the NL East? We'll just do that, and then we'll
Sleeper team in the NL East is the
I'll go
Braves,
with-
not the Phillies. The Braves.
No, I'll go with the Phillies. I think the Phillies could sneak up on teams. I think they could sneak up on the Mets, even though I think the Mets are way better. But you never know. The Mets they get hurt a lot. So
And
I will say the Phillies.
NL East sleeper teams. He says the Phillies. You?
the Mets. on my sleeper
Somebody
team.
says they're a sleeper team. The Mets. I think the Braves are their sleeper team. I have them.
If you
being
think
a
the Mets
fourth,
are good enough
but-
to if you think the Mets are good, then you're tripping right now.
I think the Mets went to the World Series 2 years ago.
That's cool.
And they made the playoffs the next year. They lost to the Giants.
Right? 3 years ago they went
So
to the
what?
World
the Giants
Series.
were
2 years they went to the
They
playoffs.
had the worst record.
No,
last
hold
year.
on. They have Syndergaard, they have DeGrom. Those two guys stay healthy, and their bullpen stays healthy with Cespedes. Cespedes is the key. I think if DeGrom, Syndergaard, and Cespedes, those three guys stay healthy all year round, the Mets will be competitive all year. If one of those guys gets hurt, the Mets will struggle.
The Mets this year have 82 to 84 games won.
Yeah.
Or under.
Yeah.
I'd say the Phillies win 85 on the dot.
All right, but before we end this little segment, let's have a little fun, all right? Let's have some MLB predictions here. I got them written down, so all you guys have to tell me
What
is yes
type
or
of
no.
prediction?
Yes or no.
Okay, fine.
All you gotta do is just tell me yes or no, and
All right.
guys, you can agree on
What
it.
type of
Love
prediction?
that.
Yes or no. These are just crazy MLB predictions that they have for this year.
I love
And
it.
I looked at it and I thought it was pretty funny because I'm like, no way.
I love
But
it.
you never know. Okay. Here's the first prediction MLB had. Gary Sanchez will drive 100 plus runs. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
As a Yankees fan, that's the only thing
I
I
agree.
want to say.
I agree with that. I think he'll have the most RBIs on the Yankees this year, more than Stanton and Judge.
It's possible. He'll see the most fastballs out of the three. So
Okay. Here's crazy prediction number 2. Justin Upton will lead the majors in RBIs.
No.
Yes or no?
No.
No.
Why? Why?
The
Real
major
quick,
league-
why,
Because
real
Mike
quick?
Trout. Because Mike Trout's
The
in the
majors.
same lineup.
The majors, no, because Nolan Arenado.
That is true. Nolan Arenado's had over
And he
130
plays-
in the last 2 years.
And he plays
3
in
years.
Colorado.
Yeah.
And Mike Trout's in that same lineup, so I think Trout will have more RBIs than him.
Okay.
Yeah, Trout will take RBIs away being hitting in front of him.
Okay. Crazy prediction number 3. Adam Eaton will lead the National League in runs scored. The National League in runs scored.
That's not crazy.
That's
Not
not crazy.
necessarily crazy being in that lineup with the Nats.
Who else in the National
You
League?
got Murphy and you got Harper
But you also got
behind him.
Trey Turner in that lineup.
True. It's true. Yes.
But if Eaton hits first or if he hits second, I think he can.
No,
he
yes,
can.
I do.
It's not a crazy prediction, but it
Do
can
you think
happen.
yes or no? He
Yes,
will
yes,
lead
yes,
the
yes,
National
yes.
League in runs scored.
No.
Ooh.
No.
You say
I
yes.
say yes. I say yes.
Okay. Okay. Yes or no there. Okay. Here's crazy prediction number 4. Delino DeShields will lead American League in stolen bases.
No, Altuve will still.
Yeah, you have Altuve there in the American League.
And D.
D. Gordon's also in the
AL.
American
And
League
some
now.
Gordon's in the
He has 60
yeah, that'll be
bags
tough.
last year.
No,
Delano Sheets is fast, but he's also garbage.
he'll be up there.
Yes,
He'll be
can.
up there if he starts every game. He'll be up
He has to
there.
get on base first.
He had over. I think he had over 40 steals last year.
He did, so I don't.
I think he had over
But
40
no,
last
D. Gordon.
year.
D. Gordon will lead the league.
All right, here. Crazy prediction number 5. Carlos Carrasco will lead the majors with 20 wins and win the American League Cy Young Award.
That is crazy.
Carlos Carrasco will win the.
Carlos Carrasco, if he stays healthy, will win 15 games with the Indians, but he won't be the Cy Young. No.
That is a crazy prediction. I
That
do
is
not
crazy,
think-
but no.
I do not think. All right, number 6. Felipe Rivera will lead the majors in saves.
Ooh. He's playing
Who's that?
for.
He
Pirates?
plays for Pittsburgh.
No. they won't
Pirates
even-
won't have enough wins.
They'll win 70 games this
The
year.
Pirates will have to face the Cubs. They'll have to face the Brewers, who are better, and they have to face the Cardinals, who are better. No, they won't win that many games.
Number 7. Andrew McCutchen will hit fewer than 20 homers. He hasn't hit less than 20 homers in the past 7 years.
It's true. I think it's true.
That he will not hit.
We won't.
He will hit fewer than 20 home runs. He's
No.
had 20. He's had 7 consecutive seasons with 20.
Yeah, he'll hit over 20. That's my prediction.
20
He'll
is
hit over
such a-
20 again. That's a small number.
20 is such a number.
He'll hit more than 20.
I say he won't. I say he won't hit
He's
over
from
20.
Polk County here.
I
in
say he hits
Florida,
less.
so
I say
he
he
hits
hits-
more than 20.
I say he hits less than 20.
Represent McCutchen. He hits more than 20.
All right.
Less. I say less.
Say less.
I say 8.
So you-
I say he hits 19
So
home
you
runs
do
this
agree
year.
with that.
Yeah. I say he hits 19 on the dot.
All right, two more crazies.
And in the
Two
last
more
game, he hits one
will
off the wall.
All right, here we go. Two more crazies. Ian Kinsler will be top 5 fantasy second baseman. Yes or
True.
no?
True. It's easy. It's not a
He's
lot.
with the Angels this
Top
year.
Top 5. It's easy.
Fantasy second baseman.
Altuve,
Altuve, Murphy,
D. Gordon.
D. Gordon. You still got Dozier. You still got Jonathan Scope. You still
No, he
got
will
Cano.
not be top 5.
I say true.
He
Because
will
he's
not.
done it before, so I say true.
I
He's
think,
been number 1.
I think he's
before,
gonna have.
so
I think he's gonna have one of his better seasons this year.
I think he hits 30 home runs.
I don't think so. I think it's like 20.
Okay, if he doesn't hit 30, he's gonna hit 28.
That guy's old, right?
Yeah. All right. Here's the last
30,
prediction. Ready?
32? That range.
The Blue Jays will score 100 more runs than they did in 2017.
The Blue Jays will score how many more?
What place did they
100
come in
more
last year?
runs than they did in
100 more?
How many runs did they score?
2017.
Like, they must have not scored a lot.
They still had a pretty
Last
good
season they were 26th in runs scored. They had
Then I say false
693.
because they're not much better.
693 runs scored.
They could, if Travis stays healthy, which he was hurt a lot last year. Donaldson was hurt a lot last year. That was a big problem for them.
Yeah.
So if those two guys stay healthy all year round, that could be a yes.
I say no.
Because in 2015 they led the majors in runs scored, 891.
But
They also had Encarnacion.
Yeah, they're
And
not.
they-
Donaldson was the
Bautista.
MVP.
They had Bautista. That was better.
Yeah, Bautista had a good year.
So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say negative. Ghost Rider.
Negative for me too, but I'm saying it could be close.
All right, those were the crazy predictions. MLB.
All right, that was nice.
Well,
That
we're
was pretty
gonna
fun.
finish off here, folks. Everyone on Facebook, thanks again for joining. We are gonna call this an evening here. We got a fun and important fantasy baseball draft. We have to
Very
get to
serious.
We have a meeting to get to.
and start preparing for at 8 o'clock. So thanks everyone who joined, James, everybody else, Jay, Harry, Gabi, everyone who's tuned in.
Daniel.
Daniel for being part of the
Shouts
live audience today. Chris,
Applause.
thanks everyone. We're gonna be out with this, but I just want to say thanks. Please continue to share the Facebook page. Continue to support. Join our bracket challenge. That's gonna be on. I'll share the link on my page, but also go to the Family Chat Facebook page. Join on the link, ESPN link. Join. Do your picks. Join us on Instagram. Go to YouTube. Like our page on YouTube. We're on Twitter and SoundCloud. We're all over the place, man. We're just having fun. You guys are just a part of the family. So, with that being said, anybody got anything to
Listen,
end with?
if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate it. Subscribe. You know, like this video. Share it with your grandma. She might like it. You know, we know your grandma likes the
Grandma
Yankees.
likes sports.
We
Tune
know your
in.
grandma likes the Yankees, so share the video. All right, subscribe, like it. You know, that's all we need from you. SoundCloud, we love you. We'll never stop posting on here. Thank you.
Angel.
I'm good. Go Mets.
With that said, everyone, thanks for joining. We'll see you next week, same time, same station. Peace.
Thanks
Have
for-
a fantastic week, man.
and
Make
thanks
it a great week.
And thanks for being a part of the family.
Yes. Hey, you know what time it is. Make sure you subscribe. Family Chats, where sports brings the family together.